Hey guys, how do you create your own look so you get the success you know you are destined for? So, I want to talk about that. How is it that some people seem to be super lucky and get all the breaks in life? And then sometimes you can feel like, why don't I get the lucky breaks like other people? Why are other people being picked and I'm not being picked? In this session, I want to talk about that and how, if that's the way you're thinking about it all wrong. Okay? And I want to share a common misconception people make is that, like, things just happen. People are lucky. I don't believe that. So, in this session, I want to talk about three ways that you can create your own luck. And really, there's no luck involved. All right. And I'm going to share specific examples of people I aspire to and how I've modeled my behavior of them, as well as of a specific person who I've seen this happen to only just today. Today, I got an email from a successful company CEO. And she emailed me this message. And it was like, hey, Howard, just want to say a huge thanks for recommending me to Ryan. We have just taken her on and she'll be starting in April. Seems to be exactly what we need. Thanks so much. Now, that happened because there's a student of ours that went through our Growth Velocity Academy program and then is in our level 2 program called Escape Velocity, our year-long program. And Ryan had a job and something happened in her work or something to do with the company, and she was looking for a new role. This happens all the time, right? There's nothing unusual there. Now, I heard this on one of the coaching calls that we do every month, I should say. I chatted to her and I heard that was her issue. So I reached out to some of my CEO friends and I said, hey, I've got this marketer. And she got quite a few interviews and she picked on it. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that the important point of this is, why did I recommend Ryan to those other CEOs I know? Because I know loads of marketers, like we have hundreds of marketers going through our program. And why did I recommend Ryan over other people? So I want to talk about that today. And if you're in the shoes and you're kind of going, why, how do I get recommended? Why don't that happen to me? All right, this is going to be really, really important for you in all your life, whether you're looking for a job, you're looking for investment, you're looking for customers, whatever. Okay, so tip number 1 is no one owes you anything. Okay, so let's just use the Ryan example. I see so many people go through my courses, go through my coaching programs, stuff like that. And you know what? Like some of them don't get it. Some of them think that they can just kind of show up to, do something, like not really give 100%, give kind of like maybe 30%, do the bare minimum, probably not even finish things, get like try and get a certification and they've done enough. And then they're confused why maybe they don't get a job afterwards. All right. Now, for years, I always thought that, anyone could be taught. All right. But it's and everyone can be taught. Yes, everyone can be taught. But I always thought that everyone could be successful if they're taught the right subject. I have changed my mind on that because I've taught thousands of people over the last few years, and one thing I've realized is there's some of my students that have gone on they now have they're earning salaries, hundreds of thousands of dollars from marketing jobs which they've gotten after graduating my programs. I've founders of businesses that raised millions of dollars that have even been acquired by other companies after going through my courses, all right? But here's the thing. I also have students who haven't gone anywhere, have done nothing. And I remember one specifically, I won't call out his name, but he messaged me like he did my program maybe about 3 years ago. And he met, like, I did a post on Instagram saying that we're looking for an intern for our company. And he messaged and said he's interested in the internship role. And I was like, dude, you did my course 3 years ago. Like, at this point, you should be way beyond. And I didn't say it to him, but you should be way beyond an intern level at this point. And can you see how some people seem to just make the grade and go, vroom, and others don't? All right. And I think the single most first thing I just want to talk about here today is no one owes you anything. If you do a course, now all of a sudden the world doesn't owe you anything and doesn't owe you that all of a sudden you're entitled to get these amazing jobs. No. It's just one step in the right direction. It's a massive step, and absolutely it's a huge positive step. But you got to keep on taking action. And you need to, because there's no, entitlement kills me. When I see people that are entitled, that kind of think, oh, I deserve this. It's just an ego thing, right? So get that ego out of your way. You gotta, guys, it's competitive. You gotta grind it. You gotta work. And that's the first point. Lose the entitlement, show up, and don't expect anything just to happen, all right? So that's the first point. Tip number 2 is to be like Mike, all right? Now, I'm a massive believer, kind of building on the first thing I've just said there about no entitlement. The second thing is be like Mike, and how you show up today, you show up every day. All right. Now, I was on a mastermind, as well as me teaching people every single week. I also invest a huge amount of resource, money, and time continuously learning myself. Okay. And I'm in this high-level mastermind with $1 million companies and founders and marketers and stuff like that. And I remember I was on it's on a Zoom mastermind session. And there's about maybe 30, 40, 50 of us on the call. And there's one guy called Mike Aguilero, and he was on the session, and he was probably the most successful out of anyone. Like, he's got he's earning his business does about $15 million a year, very profitable, no investments, stuff like that. He's an insanely successful guy. And I remember I was on the Zoom session where there's a guy teaching something, and out of everyone, you know the way you can comment on Zoom, on webinars? You know the way some people kind of just sit there and are just a bit of a lurker, and they're kind of sitting back, they're kind of watching it, they're not engaging, and they're probably on their phone at the same time. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, I noticed Mike was the most active on chats. He was live tweeting comments from the speaker. He was the first answering questions. He was asking and answering other people's questions that were coming in. And you know what? That made a big impression on me. Because if he's acting like that and he's behaving like that, how should I? I just thought to myself, I was like, I need to be showing up like that. And I just took a big lesson. And even in Growth Velocity Academy, our core bootcamp, on the first day, we teach everyone, I share that story and I teach everyone to be like Mike. Because we can all share a lesson from that. If he's showing up that way, we all can. Okay? And then the third is invest in your success and show up 100%. Okay, so let me zoom back to Ryan's example. Okay, so let's look at Ryan. Let's just look at the case study of how she landed that job and how I chose to recommend her to everybody else, to all these startup founders and CEOs that I know and tech companies, VC-backed companies I know. Because Ryan invested in herself. She came and joined my program. So many people kind of hear about programs, or I speak to people maybe on the phone thinking about it. They're like, oh no, maybe next year. Maybe I want this, I want my success, but maybe next year. And Ryan was just like, no, she invested in herself because she realized that's part of what it takes. She even joined our level 2 program. And she's I've been coaching her since then. And you know what? Ever since then, I've seen her. She is like Mike. She comes to every coaching session I do. She is the first to ask questions and answer questions in our Facebook community. She devours all the content that we do. She does coaching she's now a coach on our digital marketing program, coaching other marketers. And she just constantly shows up, right? So not only does she invest in herself, but when you invest in yourself and you join a program like that, think about it. All of a sudden, you're in this tribe of other people who are successful, other people who are, ambitious and doing other things. And the community leader, which is me in this case, I notice the people that show up. You think I don't notice? You think I don't notice the people that are the first person to be like on every single session? You think I don't notice the person who's sharing good resources in the group, jumping in to help other people? You think I don't notice? Of course I notice. Of course I notice. So when then I saw Ryan needed some help, no problem. And here's the thing, I don't open up my black book to everybody. But when I saw Ryan needed some help, I was like, yeah, sure, of course. So if someone is in my community and showing up and giving value, and I can see they're putting in the work, even if they don't know everything, no one expects you to know all the answers. It's just about an attitude, all right? And an attitude is something which you can completely control, right? So that is why Ryan, in that case, made her own look. And I just wanted to share that message because I just think it's so important for everybody who thinks, some people are lucky. Why am I being left behind? Just reflect on yourself. Just reflect. How are you showing up today? Because how you show up today, you show up every day. And if you show up every day like that, giving 100%, giving 110%, showing up, sharing things, helping people, then you'll make your own luck. And you know what? That's what you're looking for, okay? People will think, oh, how were you so lucky? But the reality is you made your own luck by showing up, okay? So guys, hopefully this message was useful. If there's anyone that you think would benefit from hearing this message, please share it, okay? Peace out and chat soon.